The Gospel from Genesis to Revelation. A journey of the seed, the tent, and the fire. The seed is promised in the beginning. Yahweh planted a garden and placed Adam and Eve within it, a man of earth and a woman from breath, walking among the trees in the cool of the day. But the serpent whispered, the humans grasped, the bond was broken, and the trail went cold. Yet Yahweh did not leave them naked. He covered them with the skin of a sacrifice, and he spoke a promise. A seed will come, one who will crush the serpent's head and open the trail again. The tent of covenant to Abram. Yahweh said, leave your land, walk with me. So Abram pitched his tent near Yahweh's fire, and Yahweh cut a covenant in blood. Through Isaac, the laughter child, through Jacob, the heel grabber, Yahweh kept his flame burning. He wrestled with Jacob, renamed him Israel, one who strives with El. And from his seed came tribes like stars. The blood on the doorposts in Egypt, Yahweh heard the cries of slaves. He came down, he broke the yoke. With staff and storm, he led them out, not just to free them from Pharaoh, but to bring them to himself. At Sinai, he offered them his voice, his name, his instructions, and a tabernacle to dwell among them. I will be your Elohim, and you will be my people. The blood of lambs marked the doors, but the deeper bloodline marked the heart. The land in the fall in Canaan, the promise sprouted a land flowing with milk and honey, but also thorns and enemies. Yahweh fought for them, not because they were mighty, but because he was faithful. But the people turned, they chose idols, they chose kings like the nations. The tent of Yahweh's presence was neglected, the fire on the altar flickered. Yet even in exile, Yahweh whispered, I will gather you again. I will write my instructions on your hearts. A new heart and a suffering servant. The prophets cried out like trumpets, calling Israel back to the path. Isaiah saw a servant pierced and silent. Jeremiah saw a new covenant, not written on stone, but carved into hearts. Ezekiel saw dry bones rise. Hosea married a harlot, a picture of Yahweh's mercy for unfaithful hearts. Still the seed had not come, the serpent still slithered, but the prophets promised a shoot will rise from the stump, a king will come riding on a donkey, a child will be born, and his name will be Yahweh with us. The fire walks among us, and then in the fullness of time, the seed stepped into the tent of flesh. Born in Bethlehem, laid in a feed trough, hunted like Moses, baptized like Israel. Yeshua walked the trail, he fed the hungry, he healed the broken, he rebuked the proud and lifted the crushed. He was the tent of Yahweh in flesh. The Word pitched his tent among us. And then he gave himself a lamb on the wood, blood on the doorpost of the cross. He crushed the serpent, he tore the veil, he rose with fire in his bones. The fire spreads, he breathed on his followers, and the fire fell at Shavuot, tongues of flame on every head. The tent was no longer one place now, every believer was a dwelling. The apostles walked the path of the gospel to the ends of the earth, through beatings, prisons, shipwrecks, and joy. They preached the King who conquered death. They invited every tribe and tongue to the family of the seed. The serpent raged, but the flame kept spreading. The tent comes down. John saw a city not like Babel, but from heaven. The bride clothed in white linen, the king on a white horse, the serpent was thrown down forever. And then, the most significant promise of all, behold,
The tent of Yahweh is with man. No more tears, no more death. The tree of life at the center. The river flows from the throne. The seed has become a garden again. The fire never goes out, and his name is on their foreheads. The path back home, from garden to city, from tent to temple, from lamb to king. The gospel is Yahweh's voice calling, come back to the path. Come walk with me again. The seed has come, the fire still burns. The tent is open, all that's left is to enter. Selah. The gospel from Genesis to Revelation is to trace a single flame, Yahweh's covenant fire.